Not long ago I've been hypnotized, well, I found myself interested in Dragunov wall combos, or namely the spike, and the reason why nobody seems to be using it. I don't even play Dragunov, even though everybody plays Dragunov in Tekken 7, but I've decided to investigate the issue, and now I'm very happy to present you the result. Obviously there are billions of different wall combos, and I'm not gonna walk you through all of them. Instead, I will focus on the best ones and the most useful or interesting ones, so if I don't mention your favorite wall combo, then it is not that significant. Let's start with the most popular option, back 2 while standing 1+2. Many of you know it as a maximum damage combo, and yes, it is indeed the maximum damage you can get at the wall with Dragunov. However, it does tend to give you a really bad Oki from time to time. If you are too close to the wall when you hit the back 2 thing, the while standing 1+2 is gonna switch the side, meaning that you will end up cornered instead of your opponent, which is not good. The alternative to that is to do back 2 while standing 4, which is basically a direct opposite of back 2 while standing 1+2. It doesn't do as much damage, but it gives you a really good Oki. Since while standing 4 has basically no recovery, you can naturally continue to pressure your opponent at the wall. However, if you want to dish the maximum damage out of the wall splat, you can do down back 2 1-2 combo. It doesn't give you a good Oki, it's just okay. However, it does almost the same damage as back 2 while standing 1+2 combo, but without a chance of switching sides. The only problem with it is that it takes some practice, since you have to delay the last hit. Otherwise, it won't match the damage of back 2 while standing 1+2 combo. It has some advantages though. The down back 2 hits very low, and you can naturally continue the string before you get the clean splat, so there is no need to adjust your plans if your opponent didn't quite hit the wall yet. Now, let's talk about interesting stuff. First up, the Nobi setup. I don't know why I called it the Nobi setup, but I guess it's because he does it a lot, so there's that. But yes, the Nobi setup. Back to 1-3. It does pretty decent damage, losing to back 2 while standing 1+2 by a tiny bit. However, this combo has some special properties. If you match back 1+2 right after the back 2 1-3, and your opponent decides to roll back, they're gonna get caught by it. If they decide to get up normally without rolling back, they're gonna get into -6, since back 1+2 gives you a slight frame advantage on block. So the only way to beat this wall combo setup is to stay on the ground, which enables you to basically create some shit around it, since you can condition your opponent to stay down. Number 2, the actual reason why I have decided to research all this stuff, the spike. If you end your combo with 1-3-2 after the wall splat, your opponent ends up in a very peculiar position, with their head towards you instead of their feet. It does pretty good damage, but it also gives you some very interesting options for Oki. After 1-3-2, your opponent is forced to guess, since they're essentially trapped. If they stay on the ground, you can do down 2 or stomp as a low option. They can't tech roll it, they can't escape it unless they hold back or wake up ducking. If they do that, you can hit them with back 1+2 or any other mid of your choice and they're done, which is pretty cool. Now, since we're talking about wall stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and mention 2 other important trick combos. Or rather, 1 trick and a combo. Or rather, 1 combo and a trick. When it comes to floor breaks, you should be doing 4-3 to break the floor and then 4-4 into while standing 1+2 as a wall combo. Thanks Harada, we only have 1 floor break stage, so it doesn't come up that often. And now, the trick time. If you get the clean splat at the wall with something like back 4-3, you can actually sidestep and continue the combo. So once you get the splat, just sidestep and do back 4-3. This allows you to get sort of a full combo with the wall instead of just doing the wall combo. So let's sum it up. If you want the wall combo to end the round, then go for the maximum damage with back 2 while standing 1+2. If you're willing to sacrifice some damage in favor of good Oki, then go for back 2 while standing 4. If you want to play a game of 50-50 with your opponent, then end the combo with 1-3-2. If you want a middle ground, an option with good Oki, some tech trap potential and decent damage, then do what Nobi does, back 2 1-3 and fish for the back 1+2 right after it. For floor breaks, 4-3 to break the floor and 4-4 while standing 1+2 to end the combo. And if you ever get a chance at the good splat, do sidestep, back 4-3 and go for the combo. Hope this video helps you, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.